Give it up for Eric, you guys. Technology is pretty neat. My name is Eric Martin. Eric. And doing this is kind of difficult because I have spent my life being many things to many people. And I don't really want to spend a whole bunch of time talking about my drug and alcohol addiction, because I think there are a lot of people in this church that have struggled or currently are struggling with the same things. And you know, along with those things come rape and incest and all sorts of things, shootings and stabbings. Each of us carries our own little closet of horrors. And for me, it's been a long road to become willing to open the closet and look at the horrors and take them for what they are and use that information to pass on to others when it's appropriate. I grew up in the church from infancy, and about 16 I was given a choice whether I wanted to go to church anymore, and I did not want to go to church anymore. I discovered Rush, the band, and girls, and drugs and alcohol. And so I went completely the opposite direction. And in my 20s, I tried to reconcile with the church. I even made some mission trips to Mexico with the church and met a bunch of cool people and had a good time and got all spiritually high. But then I would return to the church and depression would set in. And you know, I always felt separated my entire life. And you know, at one point, I was real hesitant about getting up here because, like I said, I made some trips back to the church in the middle of my 20s or so, and at one point, one of the youth pastors talked me into standing up in front of a group of teenagers and giving my testimony. And I said, okay. So I got up and did that, and about 90 days later, I had relapsed again, and I ended up selling LSD to one of the kids in the youth group. And after that experience, I told myself, I said, I'm never going to do that again. It's not that I'm never going to sell drugs to a kid in the youth, or whatever. It's that I'm never going to get up and say anything about how Jesus has changed my life or anything, because I'm so afraid of failing. Because I'm 45 years old and I don't have a high school education because I hate school. I always have. And you know, I've spent my life pursuing sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And something happened a few years ago. I met Pastor Bob when you guys were over there, and I was with another group of people, and over the next couple of years we saw each other on and off, and what I always appreciated about Pastor Bob was that he remembered my name. And remembering someone's name is extremely important, and I try to do that when I come here, but I'm not very good at it. But he remembered my name. He said, how are you? and you could see that he was concerned. It wasn't like, you know, fake. So 6 months ago or something, 5 months, 4 months, I don't know. Beth and I, my fiance, she's back there in the children's thing, went and saw a movie here in the mall, and we came out of the movie and saw your guys' little sign that said, "We have moved," or whatever. And so we came over and seen the glass door out there, and we're like, we should go to church. We should go back there. And all I can tell you is that I've been sober almost a year this time, which is no big deal because I've been sober a lot longer, lots of times, and I've always gone back. So I only tell you that because something happened, and the only explanation is that Jesus tugged at my heart hard enough. It seems like for me, he has to like go like this, "Come with me," or "Stop that." And you know, I mean, I physically feel the power of something outside of myself making me drop something, go away. In one situation, there were guns and crack involved, and he was like, I heard a really loud voice in my head that said, "Get up and leave." And so it was one of those things, you know. And so that first Friday or whatever it was, we came in, and we've been here ever since. And the biggest thing that I try to do today is show up when I'm supposed to. If I tell you I'm going to be someplace, I need to be someplace when I say I'm going to be there. Because I spent all my life telling you, yeah, I'll be there. And then I wasn't there. And this church is wonderful because they take me with my pierced nipples, and they take me with my teeth. I don't feel like I have to change anything when I walk from the parking lot in here. I don't have to change the way I walk to do something with my shoulders or my face. You know, this is what I am, you know. And I thank God most of all, but I thank God for Broken Chains Church second of most of all, because without this place, I think I still would be wandering around in this daze of some kind of spiritual desire, but not really within focus, you know? So, that's all.
You ready, bro? Also, Eric comes in here and cleans this place, so without Eric, this place would be. And I'm sure he doesn't want me to tell you that because he's a very humble guy, but I love that guy. He calls me every day, and I said that last week, but he calls me every day, and he says, "Hey man, how you doing?" And he doesn't know how much I appreciate that, because there's days I need that too, amen? So give it up for Eric again, and I know he hates when we do that.